YouTube, what's going on? So we have the first look at the new Walking Dead Last Shelter collaboration, Daryl Dixon. We don't have any numbers, but we do have his skills and what they do. So I'm going to cover that. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about some potential APCs. And, eventually as more information comes out, I'll be releasing it as soon as possible. So here we can see he's a shooter. Forgive me. He's a shooter, ranged shooter, meaning back row shooter hero. So I guess he is a shooter, as a lot of people assumed. I guess he'll just be holding a crossbow. These are his skills. They are all prep skills, meaning they will all happen at round 0 in the very beginning of the match, basically, so they're fully active forever, for the battle. So that's quite likely his second ability is going to be Blind Spot. You have a chance to hit the weak point. We'll talk about weak point a little later. When launching normal attacks, this skill will also deal extra normal attack damage to the enemy squad and reduce its damage dealt for 1 round. Now, this is stackable. We don't know how many stacks. We don't know how much damage it's going to deal. And we don't know how much it'll reduce the enemy damage dealt. We can assume that this hero is going to be pretty good. We can assume that all of the Walking Dead heroes will be pretty good. Otherwise, why would they release them? So most likely the stackable thing is going to be pretty high. We can probably stack it a lot. And even if it doesn't do a ton with the stacking, as long as we have the right APCs, this could be really effective. His 5th ability, Deadly Blow, you have a chance of inflicting a bleed on the enemy squad when you normal attack. This reduces their healing and increases the damage they take for 1 round. So basically with these first 2 skills, you're dealing a lot of damage. You reduce the damage that they deal. You reduce the healing that they get, and you increase the amount of damage that they take. So basically, all forms of debuffs will be applied to the enemy squad, whoever you hit with normal attacks. And then his 8th ability, Critical Moment, you have a chance to launch an additional normal attack after a normal attack. We've seen this a bunch with a bunch of heroes. The skill can be triggered no more than 4 times in a round. So that's fine. 4 times is usually the max anyway. So that doesn't really matter. You will then launch another normal attack when hitting the weak point of the enemy squad. So what I believe weak point is talking about, I don't really know if this is the case, but I think Blind Spot is going to apply a weak point debuff, or maybe one of the other Walking Dead heroes applies a weak point debuff, such as Maggie or the 3rd hero. Quite likely it's Maggie is going to apply a weak point thing onto enemy squads, and then some of the stuff synergizes. So I don't really know. I don't know if he has synergy with himself, his 2nd ability applies weak point, and then his 8th ability, I don't know, activates it or something, or triggers it. I don't really know. I guess we'll really have to see, but it doesn't matter that much, to be honest. It looks like he's a generic, normal attacking shooter hero. He's basically Nomad 2.0. I'm assuming a lot better than Nomad. Otherwise, nobody would ever use him. And we're pretty, we basically know how to use these heroes, right? So a lot of people are going to say Jackie in the front row. That Dev's actually released an APC that can be used. Jackie, Daryl, and then Maggie. We have no idea what Maggie does, but we can basically assume, based on the fact that they're including Maggie, that either she applies this weak point stuff, or she is some sort of support, more auto attack based hero. But there are some other heroes that can be auto attack based. So we basically, when Jackie was released, when Jackie came out, I was pretty much saying it doesn't really matter if you pull Jackie. She's not great right now, but there will be heroes released or she will be good. That's just how they do it. Well, that's how they try to do it, at least. This is basically what's going to happen here. So quite likely it's going to be Jackie, Daryl, and maybe Maggie, or another support hero, such as Predator. So we used to do, Nomad, Predator, Valkyrie, Predator, Nomad, I believe, was actually what was ran, and then Anna sometimes. So where is Predator? So Predator basically makes the back row auto attack more, which is exactly what Daryl Dixon wants. Every time he auto attacks, He's going to auto attack again, which does a bunch of damage and applies all of these crazy debuffs. We'll have to see what the chance is. If the chance is really, really high, then it's like really amazing. So you can see something like this. Ignore troop types always. And then let's just assume Blade is Daryl Dixon. So this could work depending on, again, some of these chances and how much damage he deals. If he deals a ton of damage and the chances are very high for all of these abilities here, we could see this, because all that really matters is getting more auto attacks off. We could also see another, auto attacking support like hero, like potentially Maggie is another one of those heroes where she'll replace Predator, or maybe she'll replace Jackie. Who really knows? We'll have to wait and see till Maggie comes out. But basically, we're pretty confident in how to use Daryl. He's probably going to be really good. Quite likely he'll be in the new pool. It'll just be him in one new pool and Maggie in the other new pool. That seems to be, kind of what they're implying with all of this stuff. So that'll be cool. Just regular old super tickets. Hopefully you guys get them. As more information comes out, as he gets released in the game, prior to the actually like being able to pull him, we'll see the numbers and we can really determine whether or not he's going to be like that good. The other thing to consider here, troop types are becoming more and more important. So something like this could potentially work, where Predator is a shooter hero, but let's say Maggie is a fighter or whatever, or maybe a general troop types. You could do something like this. So let's just assume this is Maggie and this is Daryl. Daryl's going to be a shooter and Jackie's going to be a vehicle, and Maggie might be a fighter or like a general attributes or something like that. This could be really good. Who knows? We'll have to see when it comes out. So anyway, guys, that's about it. Just a quick video on Daryl. Like I said, as more information comes out, more videos will come out. Hopefully you enjoy. Let me know your thoughts on Daryl and about this weak point stuff. This is kind of the real big question. How is this weak point stuff going to work? All right, guys, that's about it. Thank you so much for watching. Appreciate it. Catch you on the next one. Peace.